Hi everyone, it's Tour de Fleece. For the first time, I decided to participate. We arrived home on the 2nd of July, and I started spinning. And yesterday, I just couldn't sleep because I'm thinking on a project. So just to let you know where I am, before a while ago, I spun this Shetland in gray and this other Shetland in dark brown. And then I had 1 pound of this light Shetland that I spun. And because I wanted to dye this, and because one gray is much lighter than the other, it would be nice to have the same color over dye because they would get different tones. Then I had a leftover. I had spun 2 bobbins of this Corriedale, and then I wanted to finish off. So I finish off with this fiber. I have now 3 bobbins. Then I started with this. I got this fiber. I went to a Velo village because I was looking for animal stuffing. And I saw this and I got it, thinking that it was to stuff animals. When I got home, I noticed that it was a fiber because it was a top. And then I thought it was a sheep that was very hard, but no, it is a blend of linen and some wool. So I had it for the longest time. I am on the first bobbin and I have 2 more bobbins. And interestingly, like this is my aura and this is a lace bobbin. A lace bobbin has a thicker core center, and that helps you to spin thinner. But the fiber here is makes it a natural thin yarn. So I have 2 more. I'm spinning the second one, and I'm doing that. Then I watch one of my old videos because I am a little bit out of shape in terms of spinning. I have been focusing on knitting, and I do love spinning. And then I start doing. And yesterday I simply couldn't sleep. So I got this tease water many years ago in a show in Michigan, and it's extremely shiny. And I thought, oh my, it's been a while I've been wanting to work with it, but I never got to it. And I remember that I got just 1 pound of it. It's gorgeous. It's extremely shiny. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. But then I said, okay, because Tour de Fleece is also preparing the fiber, right? So it took me a long day to prepare 75 grams of it. And I had all this as bad stuff that I have to see how, oh, this is not bad stuff, that I have to see how I'm going to do. So I'm putting all the fibers that are not good enough to use, and I put there. And I tried to use first of all, I was lazy, and I thought to myself, oh, just open it up and go through the carder. It doesn't work. It gets really sticky. Then I said, oh, I can go put on my comb and then comb a bunch at the same time. It doesn't work easily. So the way I'm preparing it, I go with this little comb or carder. It's a dog thing. And then I have it like this. Then I go through the carder. So I did a bunch of it. And yesterday I got a new scale because mine was broken, and I blended with Corriedale. And the tease water, as you can see here, is a long fiber. So it doesn't have much crimp, but it has a lot of shine. So when you're blending, you should use fibers that are more or less the same staple. So that's why I chose Corriedale to use with that. But then last night I was thinking, first of all, I today I have to do a lot of things in the house, and it's raining, so I was happy because one of my chores was to cut the grass, and then I can't do it. But the thing is, I couldn't sleep because I was thinking, okay, normally I like to have enough for a garment. So I was thinking, I can increase this amount. This is 50-50, 50% Corriedale, 50% Tis water. And when dyeing, it's going to have a nice shine. So then I said, but I could do one single of this and maybe two singles of Corriedale, and then I'll get more. Or I could do one single of this, one single of Corriedale, one single of silk, and I couldn't sleep. It was after 4 o'clock. I took a natural chewing thing to help me sleep. Nothing. Didn't work. I took a shower. I think it was like 4 in the morning. And then after that, I could sleep finally. So this is this. Then, because I didn't have more fiber prepared yesterday, I started working with this alpaca that my friend Michelle has given me many years ago. And this alpaca, the cut is very short, but it's extremely soft. So it has some guard hair. When I see, I just pull it out because it's the guard hair that makes the alpaca prickly. If you take it out, it's not that bad. But then if you see here, the alpaca is a very short staple. But then I have some merino here that is not that bad. So I can blend these two together and spin, and it's going to be okay because it's not that much more, right? And I can use this very soft alpaca. So I started doing this yesterday, and I got, everything is messy here, and I got this amount done. So what I did is I went through the carder 3 times, just the alpaca, and then when I finish with this basket, I will start blending it with the merino. And it's very, very soft. You want to try? It's extremely soft. It's really good. But then I start thinking, so what percentage do I do? Because alpaca doesn't have elasticity, and my friend Roslyn made a study about it, and she says that the best is to use 70% wool, 30% alpaca tops. And I was thinking, okay, I could do that. Then I was thinking, what am I going to use it for? And then I thought, oh, I could do a natural gray, or maybe, oh, that's the other point. Because I was thinking, I can make a shawl. Then I was thinking, which shawl? And then in my mind, I'm going through some shawls that I see on videos, or some shawls that I have on my library. And then I thought, I'm going to do it natural. I'm going to do it just gray. Then I thought, should I do it in green? Or should I do it in blue? Because blue, I think I would wear more, or would match more of my clothing. I have more blue clothing than green. And I couldn't sleep. So I'm now at this point that that's the point of the Tour de Fleece. I'll come back to you maybe in 1 week or two to tell you where I am. Thank you for hearing me, and I'm hoping that by telling you, because that's the other thing that couldn't let me sleep, because I was thinking I should talk about this and that and that and that. There were so many reasons I just couldn't sleep. So I'm wishing you a good night. Hopefully I will sleep too. Kiss.